See forward. Amanda. Away to. Amanda. Maibuye. Liberia. Liberia. Maibuye. Liberia. Maibuye. Riasana Tennessee. Riasana Tennessee. Rudeness. 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 Disrespect. 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 Death threat. Death threat. Death threat. Amanda. Away to. Amanda. Away to. Amanda. Well, thank you, comrades. Put your hands together for yourself. Comrades, members of the National Executive Committee, of the Revolutionary National Youth League, of the Indomitable Matter Coalition for Democratic Change, no! Comrade Chairperson, Janga Augusto Co, Chairman of the Indomitable Matter Coalition for Democratic Change, no! Yo! Chairman Janga Co, yo! Yo! The man who presides concomitantly over the cross and tripartite sections of the Indomitable Matter Coalition for Democratic National Executive Committee. So, let me also, in extension, bring you greetings from the chairman of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Indomitable Matter Coalition for Democratic Change. So, Comrade Emmanuel Mama Johnson Alliance Agostino Nito. Let me also bring you warm, fraternal felicitation and greetings, very unabated greetings from the wombs and mattresses of the man who presides over the secretary of our movement, Comrade Jefferson Tamakochi. Manta! Wetu! Manta! Wetu! Everybody, Sanyo! Sanyo!
Manda! Wetu! Manda! Wetu! Long live, long live, long live, long live, Sparrow Jefferson Tamakochi, long live! Long live! Long live, long live, long live, long live, long dying Sparrow President, we are long live! Long live!
Let me quickly bring you one greetings as well from the man who has increased the alacrity and velocity, the tempo of the Liberian people about his inevitable return to the executive mansion. Since that man has increased the alacrity, the velocity, and the temperament of the Liberian society, elements of backwardness and reactions have camouflaged into actions that are anti-democratic actions that have the propensity and the proclivity to enact chaos and to degenerate Liberia's fragile democracy into war. And that person is none other person else, or no one else, but Liberia's presumptive president, the Excellency Comrade President George Manawia.
Oh, Baba, we are. Yo, Baba, we are. Baba, we are. Yo, Baba, we are. Yo, Baba, we are. Our leader. Yo, Baba, we are. Oh, he's a leader. A leader, massive. Don't live, Baba, we are.
Comrade President, let we listen to some macro-nationalists and low-profile pedestrians question us why we call George we are president and why we still call George we are president. We want to reiterate and re-accentuate that Joe remains the president of the people and the president of the masses movement in the country. So, you know your apology, and we do not retract, and apologize while we call Joe president. The evidence in the streets, in the communities, across the 15 sub-political divisions of Liberia, they are incontrovertible. The evidence are irrefutable. Liberians can serve as testimonies that Joe in extension remains the president in charge of the country by popular consensus of the masses of our people. And that's how we go over the apologies for that. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends, members of the growing intelligentsia and fighting forces, the underground movement, members of the Pope Estate, the Revolutionary National Youth League, of the Mate Coalition for Democratic Change, which is the first line of defense, have been summoned to go to war, have been summoned to go to battle, and has been summoned to move one step to engage the arrogance and the recklessness of Mr. Joseph Imam-Bwaka and a band of criminals and bandits under the disguise of the rescue mission shenanigans. On September 22nd, the government of Liberia, under the instruction of Mr. Joseph Imam-Bwaka, the accidental president of the country, instructed Gregory Coleman and Nelson Freeman to go to Liberia International Airport with all of the different state status and apparatus. Even though prior to their advent at the Liberia International Airport, our intelligence told us that $500,000 United States were solicited to carry on a clandestine operation to sabotage and subsequently assassinate the former president of the Republic of Liberia. Yo, waste of taxpayer money, yo. Using taxpayer money to kill taxpayer, And so, when we got at the Liberia International Airport, it was never a surprise that since the historical typology foundation, it was unprecedented in Liberia's post-war history, that past presidents who served the country with everything at their disposal, coming back to the country, to the republic, as a free citizen, they will be embraced with barrage of different state security forces. What you saw at the Liberia International Airport, it was a dangerous assembly of assassins. Dangerous assembly of assassins. Unscrupulous macro-nationalists who went at the Liberia International Airport to assassinate the former president. And so we saw, for the very first time, 5 different police barricades making an attempt on the life of the former president, going as far as using tear gas and live bullets on armless and peaceful civilians and citizens who've gone to receive their political leader. But like we said, at the Royal International Airport, such arrogance and madness was enough. And we prepared to take the country back where Joseph Boakai was anticipating the country to go to. And that's why, with all of the shooting and spraying of tear gas against citizens, supporters and well-wishers, friends and sympathizers of Liberia's next president, the popular union of the masses of the people converged in an unprecedented political enthusiastic crowd. The crowd overwhelmed the forces of backwardness and the forces of evil. The people were assembled and they said with guns, with tear gas, we will not retreat to cowardice and bow down to the political pharaoh in Joseph Boakai, because the Egyptians, the less of Boakai you see today, by 2029 you see them no more, and Georgia will become president of the Republic of Liberia.
Demons say yo yo.
Yeah. So we appreciate all of the young cadres and militants who took away political power, who navigated away to ensuring that the political leader and Liberia's next president was protected, safe, and brought to the political capital of Liberia, where the masses of the people had the opportunity to wave, like the day Jesus Christ was entering Jerusalem, and the masses of the people were waving that the troop leader has come back to the country to take his position and to take the seat. And so we condemn Gregory Comer, we condemn Nelson Fremont, and we condemn Joseph Boakai. And we say clearly that had there been any attempt, I want to reiterate, and people thought that we were just making political speeches. If Boakai wants to end his regime, the Youth League will help to end Joseph Boakai's regime. Will do that. Let me repeat. If anybody thought in a parochial mental darkness that what we said at the Royal International Airport was a political bluff, we want to reiterate this position. Had there been any attempt, smoke, fire, anywhere at the Royal International Airport, we said there would have been a spontaneous and sporadic multiple political vibration at the level of the Royal International Airport. We were prepared to do that. Members of the Youth League, the progressive forces, and members of the underground affairs were posted, and we were not waiting for signal here in this country. And Joseph Boakai feels that it's crazy. And you will understand that the Youth League will not drop back. The youth will fight and will push him back. And if possible, the Youth League will move to the executive master.
No retreat, no surrender, yo. We are ready to die for our country, yo.
Man down, way too, man down, way too, man down, way too. Yo, man, I'm going to history. Say yo. Rescue mission, I tell a raping mission, yo. And so they understood the language. We dare them, we double dare them. That everywhere you take fire and take smoke, we have the capacity to reply you spontaneously. We have the energy. And everything that you eat glass house and you want to keep throwing stones will help you to return the stones and return the stones vehemently. Yeah. And so they retreated a day after the Royal International Airport. They gone back to arson attack. After a failed assassination attack on the life of the former president of the country, they went to the Nam Street residence where again we witnessed another failed assassination attack on the former president. This time around it was at the residence of the former president.
Long live, long live, long live, long live, long live for President Joshua, long live!
Long live! Yo, you playing hard, you become president 2029. Yo, yo, yo!
The former president of the country been out of the country, and everyone in the country knew about that. There was no information about people horses running around the country. But when they saw that the masses of the people were saying, they were approbating, they were confirming and reconfirming that trust that Georgia must come and liberate and emancipate them. When they saw the people from RIA all the way to Riyadh, when they made a fair attempt to disperse the crowd with tear gas, to disperse the crowd with loud bullets, and they just saw the masses trooping away behind Georgia, they now retreated to another failed assassination attempt using fear and the politics of intimidation to go and attack the former president of the country. But here's a message from the Youth League. The Youth League of the Revolutionary Indomitable Coalition for Democratic Change wants to say yet unequivocally that it is our understanding that the political leader and the former president of the country is safe. It is our understanding that the President Emeritus is well. I want to say to Joseph Boakai that blazing fire in is a declaration of war on the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Indomitable Coalition for Democratic Change. So, and we're going to show Boakai that will return the war to Boakai. The battle has begun. We will return. The war now will also attack, but will return the war with the popular union of the masses of the people converging to demand a constitutional democratic franchise and rights, to demand justice, freedom, liberty, equality in the country of liberty, in the country of equal citizenship. The masses will do that and move very soon under the auspices of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Indomitable Coalition for Democratic Change. So, and so we say, Joseph Wakai, 2 different times, your failed assassination attempts on the former president has not worked. You need to try another strategy, because Georgia is not dying soon. Georgia is not going to capitulate. Georgia is not going to bow down. Georgia is not going to dance at your fear tactics of tyranny and dictatorship. Georgia was here when Charles Taylor were around. Georgia was here when Ellen Johnson were around. And you cannot do nothing to Georgia as Georgia is proceeding to the presidency campaign tonight. On the other hand, the Youth League is concerned about the development in fire. Fellow Liberians, members of the Folk Estate, ladies and gentlemen, partisans and sympathizers, the latest development from fire is alarming. While Liberians are struggling and languishing in economic destitution, while Liberians continue to struggle every day, when tuitions are skyrocketing, when JFK is complaining because there are no beds for patients, when university professors, when teachers from different high schools, private and public schools are complaining, when civil servants are complaining about low salary, Joseph Human Bakai, the last surviving mafia of the old order, is building mansion worth 10 million United States dollars in 4 years.
Down, 10 million duplexes down. Forward. Massive emancipation, forward.
When we say that this parasite, liability, and accidental president in Bakai was a historical mistake and a liability to be leached on the taxes of the Liberian people, people say we're preaching politics. Today, with all of the different sufferings, the joblessness, the massive unemployment in the country, instead of Bakai contemplating and concentrating resources towards projects that represent the interests of the masses of the people, Bakai is building presidential villa. Bakai is building presidential mansion in 4 years. When university professors are demonstrating, when teachers are demonstrating, when parents do not have school fees to send their children to school, when young people are jobless and vulnerable, economically unemployed, Bakai is still building mansions in 4 years that worth 10 billion. If this is not gross insensitivity, then it's callous, it's cruel, it is nefarious, and it's tantamount to utter wickedness and macro-nationalism.
Yo! He's a criminal, say yo!
So condemned, but it is not a surprise. The same Baga said you take me back to the executive mansion. The same Baga told us that you were living on noon. So how can this barbarian from Foya, who said to us that you are living on noon, will be riding private jet, will buy 1.2 million Lexus vehicle, and this man in just under 2 years is building mansion in Foya, 10 million. Where has he taken 10 million in the debt pool? That the economy that he said Liberians should bow in the mosque, should go back to the church and pray because the economy was in paralysis. How come the economy is in paralysis, but you are there taking 10 billion to build mansion in Foya? This is a wholesale and industrial criminal behavior of Baga must be handcuffed. It's straight enough.
Yo!
And so we said to the people, the young people in Lofa County, the women, the adults, your roads are still in dilapidated conditions, appalling conditions. Your roads are still bad. Your roads, your hospitals are still in deplorable conditions. The community college in Bojama, in Lofa County, they still lying rooms and tatters. Instead of this, reactionary kleptocrats and reckless kakistocrats concentrate resources in a place. Baga is paying mansion about 10 million, while pregnant women don't have access to medical delivery system healthcare facilities. This is a shame to the Foya Mafia. This is a shame to the Foya Mafia. This is a disgrace to this unenlightened barbarian and demagogue buffon. Down, Foya Mafia down. Digital Mafia down. Forward. President Digital forward. Zeyo, brother Lato on Zeyo. Brother Fu on Zeyo. Brother Lato on Zeyo. Like we say what we mean. And we do what we will. We are never intimidated. Somebody said, police, the army, and a few men in uniform. The guys will use that situation to wreck election 2020. Now we said to you, the very people in uniform, the real revolution will be led by them. Several times, members in the immigration, DEA, police, they have asked for our numbers. He said to us that the pageant police director, he has used them as slaves. He take millions, 6 million plus United States dollars from Echo Bend. The police have been killed on the streets. That children are out of school because their salary cannot conform with the hacking intuition of peace. That's what we said the true revolution will be led by men in arms and men in uniform very soon. I saw to the Foya Mafia. I'm going to say this to you. That your gangsterism, your hooliganism against the CDC was only masquerade for a short while. The people will succeed. When the popular union of the people assembled before history, and John we have become to lead a legion of men and women. There can be no foes that can stop the will of the people liberation movement and struggle. And also from the perspective of the Youth League, as Waka is returning to the country with empty hands. As Waka is returning to Liberia with empty hands, zero resources. As Waka is coming back with good English. Yes, sir. As Waka is coming back with good English, Congress. Let me inform you. Down. Yes, I'm down. Down. Yes, I'm down. Forward. Development forward. Let me inform you. As per the Intelligence Bureau of the Revolutionary National Youth League of the Independent Coalition for Democratic Change. The juvenile of a deputy minister in Colina has dispatched $250 United States. For the county leadership of Montserrado, to supporters of the United Party, to the Moravia Consider Data School System leadership. And as I speak to you, they are forcing students, civil servants, they're having meetings with them, someone else disagree. They are forcing them to go to receive Joseph Imambaka at the Rwanda International Airport. Like the way that Liberian people volunteer themselves to go for a job here. That arrangement has been led by the political dwarf in Little Colina Kra, with dispatching $250 United Dollars with Emma 12 and Mo Ali.
Patio, you can't push the party. Patio, you can't push the party. Manda.
So, money portion now will be used for security. The other ones will be used for transporting
Zayo.
Palisons.
Don't get it wrong. So 250,000 is Zayo. Zayo.
250,000 United States dollars.